Yeah. Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Who are the Senate Democrats? They're about to cave. Which ones are they? Primary them immediately. I made a whole video thinking it was Chuck Schumer that was leading this whole front to cave. Apparently it's not. So who are the Democrats that are going to vote with the Republicans? Who are they? Are they up in 26? Are they up in 28? Who are they? And apparently there might be a vote as early as 9 p.m. tonight, Sunday, November 9th, tonight, on whether we need to open up the government. The second these votes come in, primary them, make their lives hell. This is insane. This is insane. What was the point of the shutdown? What was the point? All of your constituents are saying, we know it's the Republicans' fault. That's why we voted the way we voted on Tuesday. Why the fuck will we do this now? Why the fuck will we do this now? What are we doing? Why would we do this? This is insane. I went on Thursday crashing out against Chuck Schumer, to Chuck Schumer coming back Thursday night being like, no, we should definitely hold on the ACA. We should hold, to just a whole nother faction of Democrats in the Senate wanting to circumvent Chuck Schumer just to open up the government for fucking what? What do we gain? Quickly. What the fuck is this? Imagine shutting the government down for this long and getting nothing. And getting nothing. Nothing at all. This is what fuck.
Okay, so boom, stop scrolling. This is some serious shit. So we got about 12 Senate Democrats. Boom, that's not all of them. Add Chuck Schumer on there too. Tag them, call them, email them, do whatever you got to do, harass them. They think that they finna vote on this government shutdown because the Republicans then promised them that they could talk about healthcare in December.
Hello guys, welcome back once again to my short commentary. I hope we all are doing good anywhere we are watching this video, and I hope this video finds us good anywhere we are. And like we always say, we are not criticizing, neither are we supporting. All we are doing is publicizing. We are trying to make information go viral, and currently at the moment, Democrats are very, very furious, and they are turning their back on their own. After Chuck Schumer, the Senate of the minority, made a deal with the Republicans to end the shutdown, cause for his resignation is coming and spreading fast, in the aspect that progressive says that he has been caved under pressure and he is losing control over his party. While we dive straight into the video to see how it all unfolds, if you are seeing this video for the first time, please do well to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Tell us what you think about this video in the comment section so that more videos like this will pop up your screen. Like and share the video to help the channel out. You're welcome.
This message is for Senator John Fetterman from one of his constituents. Now, John, you may not remember me. I'm a doctor. I'm one of many doctors who campaigned for you when you were running for the United States Senate. And we did that because we knew you were a much better option than Dr. Oz. But we didn't just campaign for you. We supported you during your most vulnerable time in your life, after you had a stroke. And we stuck up for you because we knew that that stroke was not going to define you. And when you went to rehab for depression, we knew that was also not going to define you. Now, you may not be affected by what the Republican politicians want to do to healthcare in this country, but it is going to affect millions of people, my patients, and the patients of doctors who stood up for you and supported you during your campaign and during your own health issues. Please do not capitulate to Republican politicians. You have the power to hold them to task. I understand. Republican politicians have put you in a terrible position. Let people starve or take away their health care. But Republicans put you in that position. And I know you are paying attention to the elections that just happened in Pennsylvania. People are supporting Democrats because people know that Democrats are going to support them. Please, John, do not make the mistake of supporting the Republican politicians. Do not allow this bill to pass. Do not open the government until Republicans come to the table and make sure that people will not lose their health care in Pennsylvania or anywhere in the country.
3 Democratic politicians we need to get out of here immediately. Number 1 is Cory Booker. He's been a senator for New Jersey since 2013, over 10 years. Most recently, he bombed his interview with the I've Had It podcast host, where he couldn't answer a simple yes or no question of whether Benjamin Netanyahu was a war criminal. He also said the almost $900,000 he received from AIPAC was a minuscule amount. $900,000 would literally change almost every American's life in a positive way. Number 2 is Hakeem Jeffries, who was made from the same factory as Cory Booker, unfortunately. He is the minority leader of the House and has also received nearly $900,000 from AIPAC. Number 3 is Andrew Cuomo. Although he's not an elected official right now, the fact that he is even in an election is getting some sort of support from the Democratic National Committee is embarrassing for the Human Rights Party, the Women's Party. He has been accused of coercion and is even on Benjamin Netanyahu's legal team. Didn't even think you could do that while running for public office. If you found this video important or informational, make sure you give me a like and follow, and let me know in the comments what other political leaders you think should get the boot.
At this point, it's hard to call the Democratic establishment anything but losers. Like I can't even say Democratic leadership, because there are no real leaders, right? Like Chuck Schumer's a clown. There's no other way of putting that. You had all of this momentum, right? There were deeply red places throughout this country that flipped blue. You have the energy of young people, not just in New York, but nationally, excited about Zoran Mamdani, right? You have all this sort of favor that you've curried, and the people are behind you, right? Like the government been shut down for over a month, and people were rallying around their neighbors with mutual aid, so on and so forth. And obviously it's a horrible situation, but people understood that we're trying to save healthcare. We're trying to make sure that 12 million people are not going to be absolutely screwed. And you cave and you get nothing. Chuck Schumer, Chuck Schumer has to be done. I'm sitting here as a voter, I'm sitting here as a citizen, I'm sitting here as somebody who is constantly using my platform, using my voice and so on and so forth to not only raise awareness, but literally try to be in community and raise money, right? I'm giving people help for the loss of their SNAP benefits, in part because not only I want to help people, but I understand the nature of this moment, right? It's important that we help each other with mutual aid because of what we're trying to save in the grand scheme of things. Why the fuck am I doing that? Why did you put people in this position just so that you can ultimately cave? No funny shit. I said this earlier. I was joking on Threads, sort of, right? If AOC doesn't primary Chuck Schumer, she should announce tomorrow that she's primarying Chuck Schumer at this point, right? Because this is all on him. This is his job. If AOC doesn't primary Chuck Schumer, I'll fucking primary Chuck Schumer, right? How worse can it be? You are doing nothing, garbage.
This is a message for Democratic leaders everywhere around the nation. If you cave now, after the holdout that has led to the shutdown, which has caused millions of people their paycheck, if you cave now after SNAP benefits have disappeared because you guys have held out to make sure that the ACA is put back in place so that the rest of America does not have premiums raised 2-3 times over, and it will be all of America. If you cave now, you will lose all support that you have gained, and you will lose support that you may have already had at this point. If you cave now, it will show that you are exactly what people have thought you have been, which is weak, capitulating, on your knees, spineless. It will be devastating for the Democratic Party if you cave now. So, for the love of all that is holy, stand your ground.
Okay, so boom, stop scrolling. This is some serious shit. So we got about 12 Senate Democrats. Boom, that's not all of them. Add Chuck Schumer on there too. Tag them, call them, email them, do whatever you got to do, harass them. They think that they finna fold on this government shutdown because the Republicans then promised them that they could talk about healthcare in December. We told you goofy asses back in March, don't play this game with them. Y'all can't be this motherfucking slow. Y'all not this dumb. I refuse to believe that y'all are this mother freaking slow. That y'all finna do this. For 40 days and 40 nights, the American people then stood 10 toes behind everybody in the Democratic Party. Okay? People, mothers, then been on the floor in the fetal position because they didn't know how they was gonna feed their kids the next day. Mothers went to bed hungry, stomach aching, and still got up and went to work the next day. People, TSA agents, air traffic controllers, got up and went to work every single day without getting a paycheck. Not knowing how they was going to feed their kids, how they was going to pay for daycare. God forbid an emergency happened. For 40 days and 40 nights, and y'all finna cave on a promise? I promise you, I don't want nothing to do with none of y'all if y'all cave. I promise you, I promise you it's going to be ugly for you. I promise you that. That's a promise you can guarantee. The American people did their job. I don't know if y'all seen what happened on Tuesday, but that's not y'all PR to be leaning on. That ain't PR for y'all to be leaning on. That's PR for the American people. What the American people showed you is they not playing with y'all. What the American people showed you is just people like me and my friends who have platforms who keep them informed, keep them up to date, and got them charged up and active and ready to go. Y'all not it. Y'all not the it girls. Y'all not the hot girls. And you really not gonna be. You gonna be in a hot seat. Come primary time, you keep freaking playing. The American people did their job despite all the intimidation that was coming after them. Despite all the inconveniences that they had to go through. Despite being hungry, despite being tired, they pulled up to the polls and they voted. Despite the threats, they pulled up to the polls and they voted for the people who they felt was speaking to them, speaking for them, and was supporting them the way that they needed. They pulled up and did that. It is not because of you. None of you goofies that Prop 50 happened. It's because of the American people. It's not because of none of you goofies that there's a new Democratic governor going to New Jersey. That there's a Democratic governor that's going to be going to Virginia to lead. It's because of the American people what happened in Mississippi. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all get some backbone, get strong, or get up out of here. Get up out the game. We ain't got time for this no more. We squabbling for real. We with this. Y'all see what kind of games them fools is playing? That the president said, take back the money you gave them. Y'all get it together.
Vote these 8 Democratic senators out. These Senate Dems voted with Republicans to end the shutdown and abandon their health care fight. Let's stop pretending these people are Democrats. They're career politicians in blue suits who've forgotten who they work for. Dick Durbin of Illinois, Maggie Hassan of New Hampshire, Tim Kaine of Virginia, Angus King of Maine, Catherine Cortez Masto of Nevada, Jeanne Shaheen of New Hampshire, Jackie Rosen of Nevada, and the biggest disgrace of all, John Fetterman of Pennsylvania. Every one of them just told the base to sit down and shut up. They didn't compromise, they caved. They didn't reach across the aisle, they rolled over. They keep mistaking weakness for wisdom and cowardice for bipartisanship. And the cost of their cowardice? Real people, real lives. Real progress lost because these so-called leaders are addicted to appeasement. They talk tough on cable news, but when it's time to vote, they hide behind procedure. They act like we can't see what they're doing. Protecting power, pleasing donors, keeping the cocktail circuit happy. They've become exactly what they claimed to fight. Self-serving, spineless, disconnected from the struggle outside their marble offices. They love the title senator. They love the cameras, but they hate accountability. They hate being reminded that their job is to represent the people, not manage our expectations. These aren't public servants anymore. They're obstacles. They're dead weight in a party that claims to care about progress, but refuses to defend it. And the only way we save the party, to save the movement, is to clean house. Vote them out. Every last one.
Hi, good morning. Okay, so things are fluid. Obviously, there's a lot that could still happen, but one thing I think we can all agree on, and that we all need to call our senators about today, is that Chuck Schumer needs to step down as Senate Minority Leader. He's absolutely unfit for this moment. Now, I've been saying this for a long time, at least a year, but it is time for a concerted effort to get him to step aside. I'm sure he is a really nice guy. That is not what is needed in this moment. We need a fighter. We need someone who will not capitulate, who understands how to use leverage, how to use momentum, how to recognize when you have the wind at your back. The fact that we are either making a deal or coming this close to making a deal, probably making the deal, from which Democrats get largely nothing, is an embarrassment that it will take us years to live down. Everybody call your senator if you have a Democratic senator and tell them that there needs to be an emergency vote to replace Chuck Schumer as Senate Minority Leader, and we need someone who knows how to fight. I don't give a shit what tenure they have. I don't give a shit how long they've been in the Senate. The important thing is someone who knows how to fight. Call your senators and tell them that right now.
Senator Chuck Schumer needs to hang it up. He needs to resign. And he definitely needs to step away as any type of leader. This is absolutely shameful that so many Americans had to go through such a difficult time during this shutdown, the Republican shutdown. People not getting paid, people standing out in food pantry lines, SNAP benefits, like a roller coaster ride for some of our most vulnerable in the community. And Chuck Schumer just decides to fold, giving the Republicans everything that they want. We need stronger leaders throughout Congress completely. There is a lot of new fresh faces that are coming up with some great ideas, and I am so excited about the 26 midterms. You have got to start challenging your elected leaders, because you're seeing what's happening when shit hits the fan, when it's time to vote, when it's time to see about were they going to stand up for the American people, or are they going to fold because they have other priorities or maybe even some friends that they're trying to make along the way. What are your thoughts on this? Are you looking forward to changing up Democrat leadership? Are you? Because I think that's the only way we're going to be able to get through this regime and to be able to take this country back, bring America back again. That's what I've been talking about. Bye. Let me know what your thoughts are in the chat. Bye.
Hey folks, just wanted to check in really quickly. I have been MIA because I'm getting my studio ready for Open Studios starting on Friday the 14th, but I really just have to weigh in because I'm so freaking sick and tired of all of the commentary that's going on about the shutdown and Dems caving. And I think what it boils down to for me is the fact that they did it in spite of everybody else. They looked at the overwhelming majority and said, screw you, we're doing what we want. I think it's also incredibly sus that none of the senators who decided to toss us under the bus are up for re-election next year. I think that is really, really telling. And I'm just so freaking sick and tired of politicians treating us like idiots, as though we can't tell that this was orchestrated and that the 8 who took the fall were the least vulnerable, blah, 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 blah. And I just find it so demoralizing to come off of the No Kings March, all of the success that we had around that, and then the incredible elections. And then for Dems to be like, uh-oh, too much success, we gotta pull that back. Let's undermine the entire party. Woo! And I don't care if you agree with their decision making or not. I just think that any time that you're going to undermine your own party, a party that has been suffering and struggling, a party that just overwhelmingly got an endorsement by the overwhelming majority of people who voted in Tuesday's elections, overwhelmingly said, you have a mandate to stop this shit. You have a mandate to cut this shit out. And then those senators just decided, well, you know, we have our own agenda. And so without being able to convince the rest of the people, if we had a good argument, in theory we would have been able to, without being able to convince the rest of the people, or maybe without even trying, we're just going to toss the whole thing overboard. We're just going to throw away all of this suffering that we've already had until all the people who have been suffering that, sorry, didn't really matter, wasn't worth anything, we're not going to stick to our guns, we're going to give them the impression that they can overpower us no matter what, as long as they show us that they could give a rat's ass about the people that they are presumably supposed to be protecting. Well, we're ultimately always going to have to cave because they don't care about people and we do. I mean, for fuck's sake, we're just so pathetic. And so, yeah, to the 8 of you, you might have had the most incredible reasoning in the world. You might have been playing 4D chess. You might have the insight of a psychic, and you know exactly what's going to happen, and your way is the best way. And for fuck's sake, I don't care. If you are going against the rest of the party, then you're going against the entire country of people who just voted for you to do something, for you to hold fast, for you to fucking stand up to the bully who's making all of our lives a nightmare, and you just decided to toss that all overboard. So, yeah, fuck all of you pearl clutchers. Fuck all of you. I am ashamed that you are Democrats with us. I really am. Yeah, have the day you deserve.
Yo guys, welcome back and thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate. So this catastrophe we just watched is not just about the shutdown, it is about the leadership crisis, in the sense that the minority Senate leader Chuck Schumer is seriously facing a blistering criticism from his own party after his deal to end the longest US federal shutdown in history. Even though Chuck Schumer voted no on the trial stopgap bill, Progressive says that he has lost control of his caucus and they are demanding that he step aside for the moment. One insider called it a moral disaster, in the sense that what is fueling the backlash is that the deal reopened the government, but it reopened the government and omitted vital and important healthcare subsidies that the millions of US citizens rely on, and it is a betrayal to the working people, to the working class people of the United States of America. We really appreciate you for watching this video, and like I said before, if you are seeing this video for the first time, please do well to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Tell us what you think about this video in the comment section so that more videos like this will pop up your screen about what is happening in the country. Like and share the video to help the channel out. You are really welcome. Please and please hit the like button to subscribe to our channel. You're welcome.